What's up, everybody? 3Kings podcast album review, and today we are doing an album review of "Vicious Lies and Dangerous Rumors" by Sir Luscious Left Foot himself, Big Boy. It's his second solo album, and let's get everybody's first thoughts on it. Taylor, first impressions.
First impressions of Big Boy's second album, Vicious Lies and Dangerous Rumors. If I had to use a word to describe, not the song, like the production, it's an eclectic group. It's an eclectic group of beats on this album. Like there's some beats you be like, yeah, those are some beats that you would expect him to rap on. Then there's ones like the Kid Cudi track. It's like, yeah, this is pretty much a techno beat, but it works in a way. It may not be my cup of tea, but it works in a way. I mean, like I said, there are some songs that aren't my cup of tea, but I'm not going to call them bad. They're just the production just may not be my cup of tea. But I mean, it's a good album. Like parts of it may not be for me, but it's a good album. So that's why. I mean, Big Boy did his thing, conceptual wise, lyrics, features. Yeah, he's silly. But yeah. That's my first impression. Go ahead.
My first impression of this album was what the fuck? What the hell's happening? Where's the rap? Not the rap, but what's this production? Like, it threw me off right away. This album threw me off. It made me work, but I was happy for the work that I put into this album. But first impression was I was like, what is this? It didn't click right away for me, you know. First impression, I thought Big Boy. I was kind of putting Big Boy, kind of blowing him off and saying that he had fallen off somewhat. But that's first impression wise. Ben,
My first impression is this album was weird as hell. And I don't say that in a negative sense. I don't say that negatively at all. I thought it was great. My first impression was it was great, but it was still weird. The song layout, which I know a lot of artists don't seem to think is important, but it's so, on this album, it's such a plethora of different sounds that there was no way he really could put the sound or have it fit a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, there's In the A, then there's She Hates Me, then there's like Strawberries. Like, those three songs in sequence are so different. Excuse me, are so different, but they somehow fit. So I really enjoyed the album, but my first impression was like, this is weird. But then you got to remember who this album is. So.
Yeah, it's Big Boy. Like he's half an Outkast. Like they. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. The production on this album wasn't expected, but like on the other hand, you could kind of expect it because it's Outkast. It's anything having to do with them or Dungeon Family. Like, they're not going to always do the norm you expect them to do just because they're from Atlanta. You're not going to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can always appreciate that with them.
So what'd you think, Taylor, lyrically?
I mean, it's Big Boy, man. He's gonna put. A Big Boy can rhyme, and B, he's always going to have some kind of content, you know, in a lot of his songs. I mean, Big Boy can still spit as good. He still can spit as good as ever. But I think, like saying sound wise, he went with a more eclectic sound. He did like, you know, he changed his voice up on a couple of songs. You know, he was like I said, he was really trying to make.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I really think he really went towards just the music thing instead of just being a rap album. He wanted to make. He was just making music. It wasn't like it's going to be called the rap genre because it's Big Boy, but I don't think he was just trying to make.
He didn't
rap
push his rap.
Yeah, exactly. It was music.
Yeah, true that. Ben?
Like he said, like these wise, it's different. It's no other way really to describe what we hear on this album. It's just different. But I enjoyed everything. The beat selection was eclectic at best. It's a lot of different type of beats. Some tracks that you could tell were done live, like in studio kind of shit, with instrumentals. And there's just a lot of different stuff on this album. I enjoyed most of it. I enjoyed the vast. I can't even really think of any songs I really didn't like. It was a good song.
Okay.
Okay.
Lyrically, I think this is the big boy we all know and love. Lyrically, when he changes up his tones and does different things, it takes you away from it a little bit, but it brings you right back when you put it together with the production and we bring it all together. But if I was just to grade him on his lyrics of this album, it was 3.5-ish. It wasn't. No, it was 4. It was 4. It wasn't anything spectacular. Big Boy doesn't attempt to run about to discuss any new kind of content in this album. He sticks with what he knows. He sticks with what's worked well for him.
His lyrics go with the songs.
I don't discredit Big Boy for that. I don't discredit him for that, but I don't credit him for that either. I'm not gonna say Big Boy's saying anything special. That if you listen to Big Boy's other albums, the Big Boy's already has laid out the manual of watch for trifling hoes, make sure they're not cheating you over, watch out for have good sex, have bang the hoes, make money, but it's elegant, Quint within it with that considered. But it wasn't anything new. But the way he did his voice on certain tracks, like you were hitting that, Taylor, I liked it. It was good. So he kept that force by not forcing his rap.
Well, but this is what I said. Like, he didn't. You're going on him rapping on the album. Like I said, he didn't. This is more like this wasn't necessarily like I'm rapping trying to lyrically astound people rap. Like
I put it in the context that. That's why I put it in the context that if I was only looking at the lyrics of this album, I gave his lyrics a 4. And, he isn't saying anything new. Even when he's doing different voices, he's not bringing up any new messages. He's expanding himself as an artist. I'll give him that, but it's not discredit. This is not negative at all what I said.
I mean,
it's just
no kind of message.
What it is.
No kind of messages in any kind of music, right? It can be considered new in any way because nothing's new.
Yeah,
sounds like some shade to me.
Pretty much, but yeah.
What's shade?
Oh man, use a slang term, man.
All right, no, I'm not opening that. What's production? What'd you think of production? Ben Ray said he liked it. What'd you think, Taylor, production wise?
Like I said, some of it might not work for me. Some of it is eclectic and still good, but overall, I enjoy the production overall. Except for say 2 beats that just weren't for me. It's pretty good production.
I got that same vibe. A lot of times it's all had its place and it came together. And like Ben was saying, Ben said it perfectly. I put on a pair of really nice headphones and just sit back and listen to all the different instruments and melodies and real raw sounds that he put into this. Atmospheric, but it's got that indie kind of vibe to it. Where
it does. It's got an indie vibe to it.
It's not afraid to do anything because it's not afraid to be judged in what it is. And it's really atmospheric. It's just beautiful to listen to get headphones on. But overall, Ben, what would you give this album?
I give it a solid 4. I think it's very much worth a listen. I think it's if you're into different kind of just a music album. This is not necessarily a rap album per se. This is just music. I give it a 4.
I'll probably have to give it a 3 I give it a 3. Solid. I give it a solid 3.
I'm gonna be right there with Ben. Scooch up a little bit. I'm gonna give him a 4 as well. I don't go any further than that because it's like I said, lyrically, it didn't break any kind of new ground. The Big Boy broke ground and deserves a 4 because it worked. What he did worked. It's more so the interpretation of people not used to this type of music, and like you're saying, Ben, it's not a rap CD, and he's in that genre. He's got grandfathered into that genre, you know. So I think he suffers for it. I think it's only fair that a lot of people who are his fans are not, and even I was kind of taken aback at times that wasn't fully encapsulated into this project. But it's definitely a strong four. And I think it's worth a listen for anybody. Even if you don't like it.
I want to do a quick RIP right quick, rest in peace to what T.I. did to the in the A beat. I'm like, yeah, T.I.'s back. Pretty much.
Yes.
Cause he flowed out on that goddamn in the A track. He did. He flowed out on that.
Yeah.
So
T.I.'s doing good. T.I.'s doing good.
Yeah, he's back.
T.I.'s not. He's not doing bad at all. T.I.'s did enough jail time for right now.
You know what I mean? It took
guarantee that he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
It took an Outkast member to bring it back out of him. But yeah, true enough. True.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. There you go. We ranged from 3 with with Taylor. So 2 solid 4s with me and Ben. This is definitely an album you should check out. You might not love this album. There's going to be a strong possibility that you will not be able to digest this album right away. Yeah. Especially if you were solidly looking at a rap album as Big Boy, as you should be. Yeah. But it's definitely worth a try because like you were saying, in the A, there's certain tracks on there where he does his fan service.
Yeah.
He knows people know what he's about and he delivers it, triumphantly. But it's definitely worth a listen. I think all of us would agree. This has been our review of
Big Boy's
album. Check it out. I know why am I doing the conclusion when in practice I can say the CD right.
Exactly.
This has been in Taylor's job.
Big Boys. This is Lies, Dangerous Rumors album review. Big Boy, one half of Outkast. Y'all saw the review, solid album. Go cop it. If you're an Outkast fan, go cop it. If you're a fan of music, just go cop it and enjoy the experience. Nice album.
Go use Spotify, man. You can check it out on Spotify. You ain't stealing nothing.
Exactly. 3Kings Podcast. We are out.
Don't be like me.
Don't be like him.
Where comfort girls at? Where comfort girls at?
Damn right, comfort girls. Fat bottom girls. But yeah, you're going to be out. 3Kings Podcast. We gone, man. We out.
Peace.
Album review. Hit us up.
Peace.
Little stuff, comments, do it all. Yeah, we out.